BpsRps, we're live, 30th, 2021. This is your host, BpsRps. It's the After Dark version of our special show. This is a special night because, one, it's almost 3 hours later than normal time. It's part of the Better Late Than Never tour. But also, it's erection night here at BpsRps. Every month, we choose one person who was born that month. We put it to a vote. And there's two qualifications. They have to have an 87 Topps card, and they had to either be extraordinary in baseball, like Jose Canseco, or life in general, like Ted Power. So tonight we are erecting the immortal Von Hayes. Today, obviously, is Ted Williams' birthday, but he didn't have an 87 Topps card. He didn't. Von Hayes did. This is Von Hayes. He was born August 31st. Whoops. So we're erecting him tonight because in some time zones, it's already August 31st. He played for the Indians, who are now known as the Guardians, from 81 to 82. Played for the Phillies from 83 to 91. And he played for the Angels. They were known as the California Angels back then in 92. The best thing about Von Hayes, he was nicknamed 541. He didn't wear 541. He wore 9 in this picture I'm looking at now. He was traded for 5 baseball players. Manny Trio, George Vukovich, Jay Baller, which is a great name. I'm going to name my firstborn Jay Baller, Jerry Willard, and Julio Franco, who's still playing baseball today somewhere. He became the first player in Major League Baseball history with 2 home runs in the first inning of a baseball game. He led off the game with a home run off Tom Gorman, and then he hit a grand slam later that inning off Calvin Schiraldi. Shout out to Def Jeff. Jeff Reese reminded me that the second home run shattered like a advertisement in the outfield. He ended up his career with 143 home runs, 253 steals, 354 on-base percentage. So, Von Hayes, you are now officially a member of the BPS Hall of Fame. This is the badass binder for the Hall of Fame. We have all previous erectees here. We have Ted Power. We're of the Ted Power fan club. Freddie Lynn, Dale Murphy, Pete Rose, Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, Jose Canseco. And now, with that being said, we could erect Von Hayes. Other members, Pete Rose. Pete Rose is a whole shrine of himself. And this is the Hall of Fame. These are our initial founders who we celebrate. And this is the Hall of Fame from 1936. The final baseball cards are a Hall of Famer. Von Hayes has now been immortalized. Trivia tonight, you receive a Von Hayes 87 Topps. Who gave Von Hayes the nickname 541? As we always do about this time, we have 88 Topps. The goal is Von Hayes. Chili Davis, he played on the Angels at one point in his career. So did Von Hayes. Junior Noboa was a jobber, but he played for the Indians. And Von Hayes came from the Indians to the Phillies. Ron Robinson, who played for the Reds. Von Hayes played against the Reds. Mike Kirkbeck played for the Brewers, who played against Von Hayes. Carmelo Martinez, he was an okay first baseman, a couple good years. He played for the Padres, who, of course, are in the National League, where Von Hayes would have played against them on the West Coast trips. Tom O'Malley on the Rangers. I can't see a connection between Tom O'Malley and Von Hayes. So Tom O'Malley's he's banned. Brian Holton, he was a Dodger. He was a scrub, but he was in the National League and he would have played against them. That's pretty interesting. A-Rod compared Matt Chapman to Manny Trio and how he throws the ball. For A-Rod to know Manny Trio, give him props like that. That's pretty cool. Rob Deere, who hit a lot of home runs, many homers, struck out a lot. Here you go, Juan Samuel. We didn't get Von Hayes, but we got Juan Samuel. They were teammates for a long time. This would have been a nice Von Hayes card. Tom Candiotti, the Candy Man. He was a knuckleballer, the only one that didn't age. Eric Plunk, he was famous for being on the 86 Fleer rookie card with Hero, Inspiration, and Deity, Jose Canseco. Luis Quinones, Jobber. Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was a good player. He was a cheater, but he was a good player. Joe McGrain, who may have faced Von Hayes, and Andy Hawkins, who also may have faced them on the Padres. That was a bad pack. Juan Samuel was pretty much salvaged it. All right, so in the interest of time, we're going to open up one more pack. We're going to open up Allen and Ginter. The goal here is a screwdriver. Miguel Cabrera just hit his 500th home run. Always excited to see Miguel Cabrera in any pack. Jim Thome, who lied to the fans of Philadelphia. He told us that he was bringing us a World Series. He didn't bring us a World Series. So, Jim Thome, I'll always think of you as a major letdown for Philadelphia. And you blocked Ryan Howard's good years. He might be in the Hall of Fame now if Jim Thome would have just signed somewhere else. The Orioles. That's right. They traded him to the Orioles, Jim Thome. For Gabriel Lino, who was a catcher and a pitcher. Not Clevenger. Something like that. Bellingware. Something. Jameer Candelario, Tiger third baseman. Got a little pop in his bat. Jackie Bradley Jr. Wow, they got it right. He's on the Brewers. They got it right finally. Oh, this is a nice card. This is the Murad set. Ken Griffey Jr. 25 out of 50. Murad reimagine. No idea what the hell that means. But it's still a sharp card. And then a final card of the pack is Jake Bauers. Jake Bauers was on Tampa. It's a good thought of prospect. And every year he fooled everybody in the draft. And I'm like, oh, I want to get Jake Bauers as a sleeper. And his bat never woke up. He shouldn't be in baseball anymore. But every team still tricked into thinking Jake Bauers might pan out. Jake Bauers isn't going to pan out. So that's all I got tonight, fellas. Thank you all for joining. Von Hayes, who gave him the nickname 541. You get the 87 tops. It's the original, just like that's in the BPS Hall of Fame erected binder. Same card. Not many people could say they have that. So that's all I got for everybody tonight. Thank you all for joining. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a good night, everyone.